Everyone. I want to show how to make contingency tables by cross-tabulating two categorical variables in both Minitab and Minitab Express. The data I have shows it was a study done on 4th and 6th graders in the state of Michigan, based on where the school is located, gender. What they were interested in looking at was the goal that the students had, and some of them had grades, some of them had popularity, some of them had sports is what they wanted. So let's take a look at cross-tabulating. Say, I'm going to look at the location of the school district versus the goals. So how to do a cross-tabulation in Minitab is you go under Stat and it's under Tables. And under Table, just pick the button that says cross-tabulation. And you can pick any variable you want for the row or column. I'm going to pick, for the row variable, I'm going to pick the variable that I'm interested in studying, let's say the goals. And for the column variable, I'm going to pick the location of the school district, the rural, urban, or suburban. And you have an option here of asking for row or column percentages and total percentages as well. I usually just pick these two. And we'll just click OK, and we'll see what that looks like. So you'll see the first number is shown as the counts. The second number is the percentage of row probability. So we can think of this as the conditional probability, say of the rural students. You know, what's the probability for the rural students, the probability that the students who choose grades, what's the probability of the rural students? For the students that choose grades, what's the probability of suburban and urban, and so forth. And then the second value shows you the column probabilities. So for example, grades are 38% of the total goals chosen for rural students. And you can see that's much lower than it is for suburban and urban. So suburban and urban students are much more likely to choose goals. And so you can calculate your normal conditional, marginal, and joint probabilities from this table. The table gives you, on the outer edges, it gives you the marginal probabilities. In the middle of the table, it's giving you all the conditional probabilities. The joint probabilities you would calculate in the usual way by taking, say, 57 divided by 475 for the students who choose grades and are rural students. Okay. We can also do this in Minitab Express. So let me pull that one up. So in Minitab Express, it's done right here on where it says cross-tabulation and chi-square, same commands. So for the row variable, I'll just execute the same command, goals. For the column variable, I'll pick location. And you also have the option under display you have to click the second button to get the percentage of row, percentage of column totals. And there you can see it's the same numbers. So that's pretty easy how to do cross-tabulation in both Minitab and Minitab Express.